Yo, what up? It's bad time with AaroniMoses. Got the bubbles. I got my little homeboy, FBG Rubber Duck. Oh, he acting like a little bitch right now, but you know what you was talking. You know what you said about the homies the other day. He had me quacking up. Drinking on a little effing vodka. That shit is dumb good, bro. And I know you saw that. Your boy just got out the hospital. They diagnosed a real nigga with bronchitis. Tried to give me some bullshit ass bullshit or something. I'm gonna smoke some weed. I'm gonna drink some fucking vodka. You know what I'm saying? And just a little cheat. Buy the concentrate. Don't buy the whole juice. You just need a couple spliggity splashes of that bitch. Anyways, man, this video, we need to start thinking about getting rich, people. We need to stop distracting ourselves with survival. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody was born wanting to be rich, at least, okay? If you don't want to be a motherfucking millionaire, first of all, the thing that we have to understand is everybody is rich in one way or another right now, okay? You are rich in talent, personality, you're rich in creativity, something, okay? There's something that you are rich in, and rich simply means a lot in one place, concentrated. Just like what I just mixed with my vodka. Concentration, concentrate. It means it's a lot of it. It's focused in one place. Rich, that's what rich means. A lot of something focused in one place. What's the difference between bland chocolate and rich chocolate? Rich chocolate has a lot of chocolate flavor per square inch compared to that other motherfucking chocolate, okay? That's all that rich means. A lot in one place. So, what is the point of this? AaroniMoses told you he had a job. That wasn't entirely true. But let's just say at this job that I may or may not have, I met this dude. His name is Angel. He's a pretty awesome motherfucker. He's 52, and he told me that he works the warehouse job they changed the hours now. It's 6:30 to 4:30, and then he works a restaurant job back of the house for $15. He told me, okay, so this guy's 52. You know how Mexicans are. Some Mexicans, well, we're gonna say, you know how Mexicans who don't want to assimilate to the American culture, to America are. He could have been here for 20 years. He could have been here for 30 years, longer than I've been alive, and still doesn't know a lick of goddamn English. But we communicate well, you know. So he told me he's 52. He only has to work the job that he's working right now and that restaurant job for 1 year straight. He only has to work both jobs for 1 year straight. He works from 6:30 to 4:30. Then he works the restaurant from 5 to close, which he says closes 11, but they clean up for another hour and a half. And he says for one Saturday he works a double, and then he does not work on Sunday. He said if he does that exact schedule for 1 year, he can retire. It's motherfuckers I know whose grandparents will never be able to retire. It's people who have looked me in the eyes that said, Aaron Moses, I was a trust fund baby. Before I was born, I was worth over $5 million. I blew through that. Trying to do all these get rich quick schemes, and I was already goddamn rich. Trying to open restaurants and businesses, and then I got a drug addiction and started buying shit. And now I have to work at this rehab facility, and how I fucked up my finances so much, I will never be able to retire. Now I'm addicted to the lottery, and I shouldn't even be working at this rehab facility, talking to people. I met one of my mentors, one of my public speaking mentors. He speaks for a rehabilitation center. He speaks for many rehabilitation centers, but at the one I met him up at, I didn't go to this rehab. I met him just looking for public speaker mentors. And, you know, that's what he told me. You gotta take Angel. Look what the fuck he's doing, bro. Angel's not gonna be rich by the time he's fucking in a year. 53 or 54, whenever his birthday is. But he's gonna be retired, bro. He's gonna be, he's never gonna have to work for the rest of his life if he busts his ass. This nigga's gonna be working, what is that, 6:30 to 12 o'clock at night? You don't even get to touch your fucking wife? That's how many hours? So if he only gets 6 hours of sleep, 6 minus 24, that's 18. I believe. 18 hours a day. 9 hours for the job. We'll just say 18, okay? Let's just say 18. He works 18, yeah, wait, 16, yeah, he works 18 hours a day. He works 18 hours a day, 4 days a week, 12 hours for one of those days, and rest on one day. Can you do that, bro? Mentally, you have to be there. Mentally, you're gonna open your own fucking business? Are you? Are you gonna work as hard as Angel? If you're not, that's not what you're gonna do, bro. That's not what you're gonna do. Everybody said, oh, I don't think I could be a parent. If you can't be a parent, if you can't own a puppy, nigga, you're not gonna be shit trying to own a goddamn business. You know what I have to deal with Jimmy? I can't take him anywhere. And my voice might be in and out because of this bronchitis, because I am for real, like, sick a little bit. For teaching Jimmy how to walk, teaching Jimmy how to talk, feeding him, wiping his ass, buying diapers, buying fucking all of this crazy shit. Not even doing that, I had to play with this kid for 2 to 3 hours to make sure he's mentally healthy. I have to teach him words. I have to pat his little hand when I tell him no, but he does it anyway. I have to fucking watch him. Pee, 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 pee. No, Jimmy, stop, Jimmy, sit down. No. Oh, you hungry? You want something to drink? If you can't do that, bro, you don't need to be owning a business. Okay? But what I'm saying is, the point of this video is, fuck survival. Okay? You think that you're so much better than another motherfucker because they're broke. You're still a slave. At the end of the day, if you don't own your own business, I don't give a fuck if you are the fucking president of the United States' fucking secretary. You're still a slave, bro. I don't care if you work for Steve Jobs' fucking nephew as his blunt roller. You are still a slave, just like this faggot ass nigga, bro. I got a check. I went to Chase. And excuse me, when I say the word faggot, I don't mean faggot like he's a homosexual. I mean that his attitude towards life and how he communicated those attitudes was in an undesirable, ugly way. That's what I mean. Faggot ass nigga. So I go to Chase, and I say, here, I need to cash my check here. He was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, do you have an account here? And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah, bro. We can't cash these checks here, man. You don't have an account with us. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then he was like, yeah, you might want to try like the currency exchange. And I was like, oh, is that close? And he was like, well, yeah, I mean, it's about a couple miles, I guess, man, but it's that way. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then I took my fucking check back, and this faggot, and this is, okay, thank you. You have a nice day. About to leave. And this nigga said, yeah, that's about maybe 3 minutes in a car. And judging by your backpack, you don't look like you have a car, so I'd say about 15, 20 minutes. I wouldn't know though, cause I drive, and I was like, okay, so you're better than me. That's why you're saying this all smug and dick-like, all faggot-like. You're talking like you're a faggot right now. You know that, right? I'm looking at him. The reason I'm thinking this is because we've already body language, facial expression, tonal expression. We've already established that we are done doing business with each other. I'm already turning, going towards the door. He's trying to re-engage and get my attention. It's females behind us in line. And I was looking at one. She was all right. Not my type at all. I don't have a type, but if I had a type, she definitely wouldn't be it. And I wasn't looking bummy. I had on a nice leather jacket I just bought. I just shaved my hair. I had on Polo Ralph Lauren. I looked fresh, nigga. I didn't look like I was fucking homeless or anything like that. But you work at a bank. You still work at somewhere. You still work somewhere that's outside of your natural environment, which is your body. Okay? If you have a job, no matter if you are a motherfucking banker, a banker is the same as a fucking Jules clerk to me, okay? A banker is the same as the person who hands out fucking free samples at Sam's Club. A banker is the same as the person who takes your dollar on the fucking expressway and lets the little arm up. Okay? You don't own your own company. You are still a goddamn slave. And I'm not, if you have a job, dude, get your fucking bread, bro. Get your money. I encourage you to have a job. But don't act like you're better than somebody, bro. Me doing this YouTube shit, doing this paper shit, doing the other things that I do to get bread, I don't have to ask anybody permission to do that. I can't be late. I don't have to wear a uniform. Whatever the case is, first we have to think of the ways that are gonna liberate us from these devils. And I'm not saying the literal devil. I'm not saying the white man's the devil. I would never say that seriously. In a serious manner, I will never say that. But these devils, these shackles that enslave us, that make us think things that we don't want to think, that make us beg for crumbs, that make us ask permission to feed our children, those devils, the devils that make us feel entitled, that make us want to remind somebody that they don't have a car when they already motherfucking know they don't have a car and they're perfectly okay with that. Those devils. First, we have to separate ourselves from those devils. We have to return ourselves to a bartering system, even though that we were never really on a bartering system. It was only some weak people. I'm not going to say the race of the person who invented the business or in the universe of business, but we have to first get rid of that oh, I got a job, I'm better than you, nigga. What, you a hustler? Yes, my son. I am a hustler. And if my hustle stops, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna let anybody down. My hustle's not gonna stop. If the clients don't want what I'm gonna sell them something different. If your job stops, you're fucked. I don't have to go to school to be a hustler, nigga. I don't have to get anybody's permission to do this. It's just like a light, bro. It's just like a room. If it's nighttime, all I have to do is flick that light on. If it's daytime, all I have to do is open the shades, and whatever I want in that room will be accessible to me. Not, you gotta call a motherfucker, hey, can I turn this light switch on? Because I do need to brush my teeth, bro. That's the equivalency of having a job. Okay? We need to start thinking about what's gonna get us rich, bro. Fuck this survival shit. We need a boyfriend or a girlfriend that is gonna hold us the fuck down. That's not gonna be our fucking sugar mamas or sugar daddies, but that's going to understand, look, bro, we need each other because you don't like having a job, I don't like having a job. Let's use each other. Let's you work and I will fucking research for the same amount of hours that you work on what needs to be done. Certain markets, market research, product research, steps that need to be taken, loans, grants, everything to get us rich. You do that, I'll do that for 3 months. When I figure it out, then I'll go to school for it for a year. And then you go to school for the other thing for a year. I'll get a job in that for a year. And then you go to school and then you get a job in that for a year. And then we just keep switching and we'll just do that. And then, you know what we can do while we're on this endeavor? We can get the 2 other couples. Now it's 6 of us. And now we could just put all of our money in one big pot, open up a business, take care of the legal shit later, and just get the fuck out of here and just not have to fucking paycheck to paycheck it. And not have to fucking order pizza and act like we just won a fucking game of Jeopardy. Like, come on with that shit, bro. We need to figure out what's going to get us rich. What is going to make us feel how our family makes us feel. But financially, what's going to make us feel how music, how whatever beautiful talent that you have makes us feel, but financially. Aren't you tired? Like, aren't you tired of asking motherfuckers for $20 and then they ask you why? Now motherfuckers know. Now they're going to tell Tony and Tony's going to tell her. And then your mom's going to call you like, hello, did you ask Tony for $20? You know you can't ask. Why don't you just come to me? And you're like, I know, Mom, but I'm a grown man now. I have sex with women. And she, well, you don't need to be asking everybody for money. Well, just make sure you pay him back. And then you be like, I know, Ma, I got this. I'm a man. And you call Tony, hey, look, Tony, look. My check came in, right? But this what happened. They said since it's a holiday next week, they deposited my check early, but it's still not going to be here till Monday. And do that, bro. Aren't you tired of that shit? Aren't you tired of the doctors treating you like shit because you got the poor people insurance? Because they do that. If you've been in my shoes, they will fuck with you like that. Sending the fucking student nurses to come check your lymph nodes and shit like, bitch, do you even know what you're doing? Okay, well, no, you can't draw my blood. Well, they're like, no, you know, you got the poor niggas insurance, so we're gonna use the student nurses. I'm like, no, nigga, get a real nurse in here. No, I'm good. I don't even got, fuck this. I'll go to a different hospital. Or just, you know, not having food. Seeing the look, surprising your girlfriend with a luxury, not just some, hey, baby, I got you some chips. Oh, my God, chips. You know I like chips. You don't want to buy your girl a cake or a pizza or surprise her with Chinese food? Like, I don't like surprising people with stuff that's like more than $10 because if they don't like it or they're going to be like my mom, like, oh, my God. Oh, thank you. Then I'm going to be like, okay, well, give me that. I'll take it. No, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. You want to give me that fake ass surprise? That fucking Christmas awkward ass? But anyways, man, it's time to fuck the Jules job. Whatever you have to do, whichever arm you have to cut off to be rich, do it. Do it. It's time to start chasing riches and saying fuck survival. Whatever time that you have left in your day, when you're not trying to fucking survive, when you're not calling the number on the back of your food stamps card to see how much you have left, and you're like, $50, good, it'll last us till the next time we need food stamps, and then you go to the food pantry that day instead. When you're not calling people 10 people for $10 because you need $100, when you're not doing that, read. Empower your mind. The only way to be rich is to start thinking rich. The only reason that you're poor is not because you were raised like this, because you're so real, because you're a real nigga, and you're a hood nigga, and you're a street nigga, and you're a good girl, and you just didn't want to be with a drug dealer. That's not why you're fucking poor. That is not why you're poor. You're poor because your brain is programmed to think like that. The same reason that your name is what it is right now is the same reason why you're poor. Why you have limited resources. Why you are still living in 1618. You're beautiful. And you know that because you think it. Your financial situation is not the sun. It's not the moon. Just because it's happened over and over and over. Well, I know that the sun rises at 6:22, so, maybe it'll rise at like 6:22, 6:23, maybe even 6:24. That's not what it is, bro. It can be changed. You know when something bad happens to people, or a school shooting or something happens, what's the first thing that people say? What was he thinking? What was going on in his mind? Think. Change how you think. I want you to don't invest in books. Don't invest in little spiritual tools or anything like that. I want you to invest your time into programming your mind to think rich. How do rich people think? I want you to invest your time into that question. This is your homework. How do rich people think? If you want to get women, you want lots of women, don't you? What's the first thing you think? How do men who get lots of women think? And then you go find those resources and you find those tools and you try to think like that. A lot of you people might go from the pickup lines and then go from there. No. The pickup lines don't make sense if you're not thinking like that. You could take the steps, but the steps aren't going to work if you're not thinking like that. Your homework, your ritual for tonight. How do rich people think, and how do I go about thinking like that? Okay? Find 5 things that rich people think. You're going to have to research 20 different sources, and then you're going to find the similarities between those 20 different sources. But think, and then tell yourself, this is your affirmation. I have the mind of a millionaire. My mind is a diamond. I have the mind of a millionaire. My soul is gold. That's your affirmation. I have the mind of a millionaire. My mind is a diamond. I have the mind of a millionaire. My soul is gold. When you have the time, and I know you have the time all the fucking time, when you're not calling 10 people for $10 to get $100, and when you're not calling the back of your food stamps card. Yeah, I know the dance. I know that dance. Nothing to be ashamed of, nigga. Most of us do it. Okay? But you have to be affirmative. You have to affirm that shit. Okay? It's done. You have to be obsessed. If you have to quit your job to ponder on it, if you have to quit your job and live at the fucking airport, and live at the Greyhound, and live on the blue line, and the red line, to find this answer, do it! And keep AaroniMoses right here in his bubble bath. Alright, all the bubbles died, but it's still fun to think that there's bubbles and stuff. But all goofiness aside, bro, I'm serious. I'm totally serious. I've been homeless. It's not good. But a lot of us need it. A lot of us need to get our ass beat. A lot of us need to be in jail. A lot of us need to be very close to death. And a lot of us need to be homeless, which all of has happened to me. So that's it, man. I love you, gang, gang. We the bang motherfucking TV, and motherfucking Moses. It's bath time, bitches. Stalk my Facebook, like my Instagram, like my Twitter, and all that shit. Pray for me. Pray this negativity and out of my lungs and stuff. And that's it, man. Peace.